Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. I'm not quite sure what this reading is going to be about, but I was given a message that your vibration is echoing across the oceans. I did think perhaps this was about your voice or your desires, but I'm not quite sure at this point because what I keep being given is your vibration. And prior to getting that message coming through, I was shown a wave coming up to the beach and lifting some sand and taking it into the ocean, and it dispersing out far and wide. And so I want to just dive in here and see what this might be about. But there is something about you, your energy, and the way it is big. Your energy is big and it's being recognized, I feel. And so let's just get into this reading and see what wants to be heard here. Spirit, show me. We're going to take that one. What wants to be said and what wants to be heard. One more. Here we go. Seven of Swords. Okay. Six of Pentacles. The Magician. And the Five of Cups. Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Magician. What's on the bottom? The Moon. As I flipped that, I got Gateway. Gateway. Seven of Swords. See how they're balancing the sword there. So, collective. Something about your vibration. This is about shifting the way that you manifest and bring things towards you with the Magician energy, I feel. The ways in which you reach towards or connect with others with that Six of Pentacles. And I feel like with the Five of Cups here, perhaps there has been something you have recognized about maybe particular connections or particular ways of connecting. Because every time that I got that message, and there was a few times that I was sitting contemplating that message about your vibration echoing out across the ocean, there's something about it that just made me want to just sit with it. And I was like, your vibration echoing across the ocean, how does that make sense? What does that mean? And I was getting the visual of the sand shaking, this sand shaking, moving about. And I was thinking, does it mean your voice echoing across the ocean, you being heard? Does it mean your energy? What does your vibration echoing mean? And so there is something perhaps about you withdrawing your voice or withdrawing the way that you have used your energy in the past. Something about you maybe feeling like, I'm not going to connect in past ways, or I'm not going to exchange in ways that I once did because it turned out not to be fruitful. But you are being heard, your vibration is echoing. So something about the way that you are, what I'm being called to say is applying yourself, or something about the way that you are sharing yourself as the Magician is being felt across the ocean. Maybe literally across the ocean, by others across the ocean. Maybe there are connections that you have with others that you have this division or separation of an ocean with. Or this could be metaphorical. This could be about, people far and wide are feeling this shift in your energy, but they are still hearing your energy and feeling your energy and feeling your message. And so even though the way that you are transmitting that message or sharing that message has changed, it is being felt. Right, okay. The moon also, when we get this moon energy through, I hope that it's not too dark in here. I might just flick this light on. So the moon energy, of course, can be this lack of clarity, but when I flipped moon, I got the word gateway. So there is something very empowering about the way that you have made this shift, or there is something about you making this shift that has enabled a key to be turned or something to be unlocked about your connection with others. And I feel like your guides with this moon, your guides are watching this whole process, and it's almost like they're saying, wow, you've seen it, you found this new way of connecting, this new way of tapping into your own personal power here with the Magician. So whatever this is that you're doing, however this is that you have chosen to shift your way of communicating or shift your way of connecting with others, it feels empowering, and it feels like it is actually opening doorways of communication rather than closing them. Even though externally it may look like the closing of a particular door, like there might be something about, you know what, I'm not going to express in old ways, or I'm not going to communicate explicitly through writing things down or saying things in the way that I once did, which might look with that Seven of Swords like I'm shutting that, or I'm closing that door, or I'm not going to communicate, or I'm not going to answer a question, or I'm not going to do something in an old way. You're actually doing something that is more balanced here. You're actually opening a pathway of communication. There's a new pathway of communication. It's something to do with more alignment to your own vibration here, and actually more alignment to the vibration of a connection perhaps, or maybe more than one connections. It's more in alignment with your power here. And it's stemmed from some kind of perhaps disappointment in old ways of communicating. And so the moon can be this lack of clarity that led you to this point. But let's just see what Spirit wants to say about this. Because you are being heard as a result of this shift. You are being heard and you are being felt. Give me more. Spirit, give me more about this. What's the collective doing here? I just got the wings going by. It's like your movement, whatever you are doing, however you are moving, is being felt. Knight of Wands and strength. Okay. And so this is the fire within you. People are feeling your passion. They're feeling your energy. I feel like I just want to sit with these for a moment. Look on the bottom. Wheel of Fortune. So there was something unfulfilling about old ways of connecting. And perhaps with that image of the sand on the beach, you were waiting for others to connect with you in where you were at, or to come to you where you were at. Because when I think of the sand on the beach, I think of it as the land, you know, the landing place, the place that may feel like this spot in the sun. And maybe you were waiting for others to join you where you were at, or to share your place, like to share your point of view, to say, here is this really good point of view. Do you see it? Do you see how sunny it is here? You're enjoying that really nice spot and sharing it with others. But now it is like, you know what? I'm just going to get up and go to where it is I want to go. And you can feel my vibration. You can feel where I'm at. And so this could be about what may look like disconnecting from others, but I think of the ocean and how it touches all these shorelines. And so I feel like by almost disconnecting, you are reconnecting, or you are engaging in deeper ways. Does that make sense? So if you have disconnected from a certain person or people or circumstances here, you may feel like, you know what, to you, sorry, I'm speaking as if I'm you here, if you're resonating with this, you may feel like to person B or to person C or to these people or this group, they may be looking at me as if I have disconnected from them. I haven't truly disconnected. What I am doing is engaging with them in ways that feel authentic to me and just feel vibrationally aligned. And they can meet me where I'm at because I am still open to them. What I am not open to is continuing to try and shine and to keep inviting them to where I'm at when they may not be recognizing me and recognizing what I'm giving out to this, recognizing the energy that I'm bringing to the table, when I just keep giving and maybe feeling like it's just not reciprocal, like it's not being seen. Perhaps you were starting to feel like this was some kind of betrayal to the self, some kind of betrayal of your true fire and passion and creativity that you were bringing to the table, of the true passion that you carry inside the heart. Whether that is a passion in terms of your creative endeavor or just the passion that you bring for other people. Something about that. I'm going to shuffle one of these cards here. I just got the word rhythm through there. And I'm not sure what these are. I just touched on it briefly earlier on in the reading. And some of you may know what it is. But have any of you ever seen... I'll probably look it up after this reading. I often forget to do that when I do a reading, but just remind me if I don't do it and you want me to, or some of you may know what it is. But have you ever seen when the sand will vibrate to the rhythm of music and it will kind of go into these patterns? That's what I'm being given here. It's like the sand will kind of bounce up and down. There must be a name for this, right? It's like you are getting more in alignment with your inner rhythm here, and there's something about sand that is connecting to your reading here. Sand. Why is sand coming in so much for you? Sand and the rhythm and music, something about that, and you being more in alignment with your own rhythm here. And so perhaps a lot of you have been listening to music, maybe even some of you creating music, playing music, something around music could be very significant here, or maybe just the rhythm of your own heart. Okay, I've got two here, and I will often pull out the book for this deck because it is a deck that has a lot of myth attached to it. So we've got Hydra here, and it says regenerating, love the water connection, in terms of what we've been speaking about. And you have got Kate Sith, is it? Focus. All right, let's have a look at these two cards. Where is my book? Of course, I've put it up somewhere. Just give me a moment. And I won't read it all, or I may, depending on how it's feeling as we move through it. So let's just see how we're feeling here. Deal with the issue now. Do not allow it to become more complex or worse. Reject gossip. Look for the source of a problem. Go to the beginning to understand the motive. The Hydra of Lerna is a legendary creature whose legacy is recognized today. This infamous multi-headed water serpent's name and powers of regeneration are used in popular culture and in common sayings to cut off something at the head. So perhaps that is what you did here. You cut something off. You said, this is draining. I've had enough. I'm going to look for the source of the problem, and I'm recognizing that there is something about me feeling drained, something about me giving a lot here, something about me needing to stay in alignment with my own vibration here. If you don't cut something off at the head quickly enough, two will take its place. And so perhaps that's what you felt was happening. Something was growing bigger. Both of these sayings are from the myth of the Hydra. Okay, and so I'm not going to go further into that, but you can look up more because it does go on for a couple of pages here. All right, and then we have got, for our next card, and I hope I pronounce it correctly, Kate Sith. Let's see. And so I do feel like that is what you did there. You decided that enough was enough. It is time for me to really put myself at the forefront here, to really put an end to something that means I am waiting for others to come to me. There is something about that beach energy, that sand energy, the way that the sand can be still or the sand can be moving with the ocean there. And this one says, pay attention, check details. Small mistakes may have big consequences. You get multiple chances to have success, but every opportunity can pass. In the misty cold air of the Scottish Highlands, there stalks a dark feline who it is said can do a lot of harm. Secretive it is, huge and black with jaunty white spots of fur upon its chest. Oh wow, okay. If you don't pay attention though, this mighty cat can steal your soul. If someone dies, careful watch is held over the body for a day and night, lest the Kate Sith come to steal the soul away before the righteous gods can claim it. This vigil is held by candlelight with an unbroken team of family and friends, so that the Kate cannot pass itself over the corpse. Stories are told about the person and food and drink is provided, sometimes songs and keening too. This is to hold the Kate's attention and focus so there is no chance it can strike. This is just part of the mythos of the Kate Sith, the giant cat that stalks the mountains. Another myth about the Kate Sith is that witches change themselves into this creature, and there is a catch for the witch. If she doesn't pay attention to how many times she has changed into the cat's form, on the 9th she cannot change back to her human form and must stay a Kate Sith. This is where the idea that cats have 9 lives comes from. The Kate can offer blessings on one night of the year. Okay. All right. And so there could be something here about you feeling like this had gone on for such a long time, or there was something about others taking your energy. Like this has gone on for so long that I have been giving to something to such a point. Can you hear that car out there, guys? I'll just pause for a moment. There may be something about you feeling like if I keep going on like this, if I keep staying in this energy of changing for other people or being what other people want me to be, then perhaps there's going to come a point where I just get stuck in this. I just don't know how to be in my own energy. I just don't know how to dance to my own rhythm anymore. And so there could have been a point that you came to where you felt like, you know what, I'm getting to that point of the 9 lives. I'm getting to that point where I just need to free myself from this. I need to cut this off at the point that it's at now with this Hydra energy. It's come to an end now, no more. I'm going to go with my own vibration. And in doing that, others are truly feeling that echo out across the ocean. They're feeling that power that is you. And so whilst you may have felt in yourself that you were waning or that something about your energy felt like it was weakening, others are feeling this amped up energy coming from you. This very powerful energy that feels like it is moving out and this ripple through the oceans. Well, I think of a pond kind of rippling and I think of oceans with these massive waves, but maybe that's why I was given vibrating out, something about it vibrating out and the sand image. Okay, and so these 2 cards I feel like connect beautifully, and there's something about disconnecting with people in order to reconnect with the self. So as I was listening to this reading, I wanted to just jump in here and add a couple of things. So this disconnect doesn't have to be literal. For a few of you, it could have been that you disconnected from somebody or something that no longer aligned with you. But for the majority of you, as I've been talking about, I feel like it was
disconnecting from old ways of sharing yourself within connection, old ways of communicating, old ways of being, and really embracing this new way of sharing your vibration. And not only that, reaching out to a broader community, reaching out to broader shores. And some of you could still be in that process or about to do that. But as I was listening to the reading, I was actually taken back to the word echo. And I just wanted to pop in to mention that there could be something that you are currently experiencing at this time about the echo and how your experience of sharing this new vibration or sharing this new way of expressing your energy, of being you, of putting forward your energy, how is that bouncing back to you? Particularly, maybe there is a little bit of a difference between how existing connections and new connections are reflecting back to you or echoing back to you. Maybe for some of you even there is something about some beautiful things you are learning about yourself that are being echoed back to you as you share this new energy. And so I just wanted to pop in to mention that about the echo because it came through as I was listening and I wanted to share it here. Okay, I'd love to hear if you have any experiences. Maybe some of you are hearing things about yourself that you hadn't realized were qualities that you held, or you're hearing things about yourself that are really resonant or are touching you in very deep ways. All right, just wanted to share that.
And it's being felt in a very big and powerful way here. And so I'm just going to leave this reading, I think, at that point for you with this Wheel of Fortune. This change, I feel, is not going back, collective. I feel like there is no turning back from this. People are now seeing you in this different light, and you're probably noticing relationships starting to change. Some people may not be comfortable with this new you. Some people may be feeling like, what's going on with collective? What are they doing here? Are they unhappy with me? Why are they not giving to this connection, or why are they being different around me? But this had to happen so that you could feel authentic to yourself and feel like you're not betraying the self. And so that's what I've got for you. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that this message has reached you at a time that that just feels right. That's the best message that I've got for you there. All right, I'm going to leave it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.